conductor of course here in Egypt of course طبعا يعني نادر عباسي of course نير ناجي I don't have يعني a little bit conductor in the whole world. I don't know all of them. Yeah, composers, of course, Tchaikovsky, Abdul Wahab, of course. Yeah, all the composers I love them. Mozart. I can't remember the Arabic, but the Arabic ones I love them so much. All of them.
The program included selections by Neder Abbasi from the works of the international composer Tchaikovsky, including Fantasia from Romeo and Juliet, Overture 1812, and Piano Concerto, which was performed by the great pianist Ramzi Yassa.
We're gonna play today Tchaikovsky, and we're gonna play Romeo and Juliet Overture and 1812, and Concerto number 1 for piano with Ramzi Yassa. We're playing a very fantastic concert with Maestro Nader Abbasi, and this is specific romantic about Tchaikovsky. This is the piano concerto and violin concerto to Tchaikovsky. From 2016, I'm already here, and I like to play classical music. All is favorite to me because this is my specific studying of classical music. I love every, but I can say that I prefer to play symphonic more than operatic or ballet. Beethoven, Dvorak, and many composers I like, but this is the most famous for me, and Schubert. I played this program before in another programs, and this is not the first time to play this. But when we rehearse that, we should study more than to know about the music. I know. Yeah, but I already made it with Maestro Nader Abbasi in the rehearsals.
It is worth noting that the world-famous Russian musician Tchaikovsky is one of the greatest composers in the history of classical music. He has an immortal artistic imprint that blends emotions and craftsmanship, and his works has distinguished by its emotional richness and dramatic expressions, and have achieved a prominent position in the memory of human creativity.
Since Egypt is considered the gem of the Middle East, it has a very good relations with a lot of countries worldwide, and it has a very good culture exchange with many. Let's take a closer look in this segment. As part of the international cultural relations between Egypt and other countries around the world, the small hall at the Cairo Opera House hosted a musical theater performance from Austria titled Nothing in Between, the simple complicated life of Hedy Lamarr.
Actually, we have done this show, Nothing in Between, about Hedy Lamarr already before in New York, in London, and yesterday in Alexandria, which was a great success. Yes, and musically we tell the story of Hedy Lamarr by having different songs in different stages of her life, and we arranged Viennese music, so special Wiener Lied, then a little bit of operetta, then of course the French chansons, as she spent a lot of time in Paris, and we've got American songs about her time in Hollywood. Actually, it was very interesting to have so many different musical styles in one evening, because usually you play chanson or you play Viennese music or play classical music, and it was a great challenge also to arrange this for piano, piano and cello and voice, and I think it's a very nice show, and I really like to perform it.
good people that kissing or Turkish or primitive motive. Too good anyway. The biggest people with the biggest ideas can be shut down by the smallest people with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build anyway. Give the world the best you have and you'll be kicked into defeat. Give the world the best you've got anyway. I don't know who it was who said, always keep diary. Someday it will keep you. It didn't work for me, but it did keep me company. Not always good. There were 6 husbands, including multimillionaires, oil barons and actors. There were 5 divorces and wild scandals. I made movies with some of the best people in Hollywood at a time when the best people were in Hollywood. There would be great people in my life, such as the Prince of Wales, John F. Kennedy, Dwight Eisenhower, but also...
The show is called Nothing in Between, The Simple Complicated Life of Hedy Lamarr, and it is a portrait about the actress and inventor Hedy Lamarr, who passed away in 2000, who was a very strong woman from Austria, Vienna, and I play Hedy Lamarr telling my biography, telling my story about my career and my inventions. We had the great pleasure to perform last night in Alexandria, and this is our first night in Egypt at the Opera House. I am so excited and so happy to be here, surrounded by all these lovely people, and I can't wait to share the story with everyone. I like the ability of her that she never gave up. She pursued her dreams. She was such a strong woman, and she never gave up.
Crew and spring in the hammock of my nightgown. I examined each piece like a dealer with a diamond. And as the city outside came to life, I put it all back together. No one ever knew. I was curious. My father poured explanations into me like water into a kettle. I could have been a scientist, an explorer, or a pioneer, but I was thrown into a girls' school in Switzerland. And how I dreamt of Vienna. My fingers over the keys of my mother's piano as I slept. And my father, I saw his face in the mountains. They broke my heart and starved my brain. Seems like yesterday that I heard you say, let me cling to you and sing to you my song of love. Now that I am gone, memories linger on. I still have with me
While Egypt is always keen to honor its symbols and legendary giants in different musical, cultural and artistic fields. Let's take a closer look in this segment.
In continuation of the activities of the Ministry of Culture aimed at preserving the artistic heritage and honoring the symbols of art from the pioneering artists in the world of music and singing, the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Lamia Zaid, held a concert for the National Arab Music Troupe led by Maestro Hazim Qasabgi. The series of Wahhabiyat concert comes in commemoration of the works of the late legendary musician of generations, Muhammad Abdul Wahab. Abdul Wahab is one of the most important figures in music and singing in Egypt and the Arab world. He was nicknamed the musician of generations for his great artistic importance, as Abdul Wahab is considered a musical legend whose talent has shined throughout different generations and times, during which he witnessed many developments that happened to Egyptian music at his hands across generations. Abdul Wahab was also nicknamed the Eternal River. He was also a composer and film actor. He started his artistic career as a singer with Fawzi El-Ghazerli's band. He composed the tunes for many of his poems, most of which he himself sang. Many Egyptian and Arab singers collaborated with him, including Kulthum, Layla Murad, Abdul Halim Hafiz, Nagat, Faiza Ahmed, Warda, Fairuz, Asmahan, and many others. He passed away on May 4th, 1991, after enriching the musical life with his artistic works that still live on in the conscience of the Egyptian and Arab people. The concert program included a selection of the most beautiful songs of the musician of generations, Muhammad Abdul Wahab. Among these songs are La Mishana Labki, or I'm Not the One to Cry, Al Bibi Oli Kalam, or My Heart Tells Me a Lot, Ya Msafir Wahdak, O Lonely Traveler, Hakim Ayoun, and Eye Doctor, and Min Ghair Le, For No Reason. The songs in the concert were performed by the stars of the National Arab Music Orchestra at the Cairo Opera House, including Abdullah, Reem Kamal, Ahmed Abdel Karim, and Sameh. A series of Wahhabi concerts come within the framework of the Opera House's role, aimed at developing artistic taste in society and introducing new generations to the artistic heritage and its pioneers from the great artistic symbols who influenced artistic life in Egypt and the Arab world. It is worth noting that the National Arab Music Orchestra was founded in 1989 with the aim of reviving the Arab music heritage and presenting it in an advanced academic style to ensure that new generations are introduced to this ancient artistic legacy and preserved from extinction.
Well, dear viewers, by this we come to the end of our edition of Culture Magazine. Until next week, please stay tuned. We have more, and goodbye.
Hey, kids. Wow, you've got quite a spread here. Is it too much? No.
Yes. Stand down, Greg.
While collecting junk one day, best friends Sony and Sam meet Slappy, a mischievous talking dummy from an unpublished Goosebumps book. Hoping to start his own family, Slappy kidnaps Sonny's mother and brings all of his friends back to life just in time for Halloween. As the sleepy town becomes overrun with monsters, witches and other mysterious creatures, Sonny joins forces with his sister Sam and a kindly neighbor to save Sonny's mom and foil Slappy's plan.
Where creatures come alive in the original manuscripts of R.L. Stein.
The book.
What book?
It's a Goosebumps book. It's locked. Oh, man.
What did you do?
It's time to make Halloween last forever. Hey, don't look happy. Look out!
Let me get this straight. We're living a Goosebumps story right now?
I hear it's a real scream.
Halloween is alive.
I know. It's my favorite holiday, too.
You're gonna need some serious therapy after this.
That book is the only thing we have to end this. Let's go.
Someone's gonna win a costume contest.
Goosebumps, Haunted Halloween.
Oh, there's gummy bears.
I've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time.
Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or has been used in some kind of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. It's safer for these things to be in here than out there.